Today, I want to share with you a deep reflection, something that speaks directly to the heart of our spiritual journey. Have you ever stopped to think about what really happens when a chosen one goes through great pain, when they are wounded in some way? At first, it may seem that this pain extinguishes the light of who this being is. Many might think that pain weakens the chosen one, makes them lose their way in their mission. But, in truth, what happens is something much deeper and more powerful than we can imagine. I'm not talking about supernatural or perfect people. The chosen ones are people like you and me. They are ordinary beings who, in some way, carry a calling, a greater mission. These beings have a natural connection with universal energy. They seem to see the world in a different way, to feel what others cannot perceive, and they often act as a bridge between the spiritual and the material. So why do these enlightened people end up being hurt in some way? We live in a world of duality, where light and darkness coexist. And the more a being shines, the more they may disturb those who are still trapped in darkness. The presence of a chosen one can often cause discomfort in people who are not yet ready to perceive the deeper truth. And that is where the great challenge lies. The chosen one often faces rejection, criticism, isolation, and even attacks, whether in the physical, emotional, or spiritual plane. But the great truth is that this pain does not extinguish the light. On the contrary, when a chosen one is wounded, the universe responds in a mysterious and powerful way. Instead of weakening, that pain activates something within them, something deep, that often even the chosen ones themselves cannot fully understand until the right moment. And this is exactly what we're going to talk about here: how the universe protects and strengthens those with a greater mission. How pain, which may seem destructive, is actually a doorway into a profound spiritual transformation that benefits not only the chosen one, but everyone around them. Now that we understand that the pain of a chosen one is not a sign of weakness, but rather a portal to something much greater, let's explore what really happens when the universe responds to this pain. When a chosen one is hurt, something deeply cosmic is activated. And this process, no matter how difficult, is not something isolated. It reverberates on levels that we often can't even perceive, but that are equally transformative for everyone around. Imagine that the pain of a chosen one is like a stone thrown into a lake. When they go through suffering, the ripples from that experience begin to spread, not only affecting them, but creating synchronicities, opportunities, and connections that arise in magical and mysterious ways. The universe begins to move around the chosen one, bringing everything they need to transform that moment of pain into growth. Suddenly, things start to happen. They come across books and teachings that make perfect sense at that painful moment. People they never imagined appear, bringing powerful messages. Intuition becomes sharper, and they begin to notice signs as if something greater is guiding their steps. Instead of getting lost in the suffering, the chosen one connects with a unique spiritual clarity that allows them to see beyond the pain and understand the purpose of everything that is happening. And here is the most fascinating part. The pain that could have been just suffering begins to transform. It is not something easy or fast, but the transformation is real. It's like a spiritual alchemy, where the lead of suffering turns into gold. The pain that once seemed meaningless becomes part of a deep process of healing and expansion. As the chosen one goes through this process of transformation, their energy field begins to recalibrate. Their chakras undergo a kind of rebalancing, and little by little they emerge from the experience not only healed, but stronger, with a higher vibration and a completely new understanding of their mission on Earth. And the most incredible thing is that this transformation is not limited to the chosen one. Without needing to do anything extraordinary, the people around them begin to feel this change. Many can heal just by being near them, and even conflicts begin to resolve without logical explanation. It's as if the chosen one, through this journey of pain and growth, is elevating the consciousness of everyone around. Now that we understand how the pain of a chosen one activates a deep process of transformation, it's time to explore how this change spreads beyond them. The true beauty of the chosen one's journey lies in the collective impact their transformation generates. When a chosen one goes through a process of pain and healing, their vibration rises to higher levels, and this reverberates in the world around them, creating a spiritual ripple effect that can shift humanity's consciousness. Imagine the impact of a chosen one who, after going through their own trials, begins to share their light in a genuine way. Each individual transformation of a chosen one creates a wave of energy that spreads to all who are connected to them, in ways we may not always see, but we feel. Their energy, now more elevated, begins to affect those around them in a subtle yet powerful way. There's no need for grand gestures, because their simple presence is enough to inspire, heal, and transform. And it doesn't stop there. This transformation is not something isolated. When the chosen one awakens, they create a space for others to begin awakening as well. People around them start to seek more spiritual knowledge, to question their own lives, and to connect with something greater. What's most amazing is that, in many cases, even society begins to take small steps toward a more conscious and enlightened mindset. But the transformation of a chosen one is also not limited to the individual field. It can even influence the collective world. Many times, spiritual movements begin to intensify. Science, which once rejected certain spiritual truths, begins to open up to these ideas, validating what was once considered mystical. Ancient truths begin to align with modern discoveries, creating a harmony between what is spiritual and what is scientific. It's as if every time a chosen one awakens to their true mission, they tear a hole in the veil of illusion and allow more light to spread throughout the world. What happens with a chosen one is not just an individual transformation, but a catalyst for the collective awakening of humanity. Now, think. Have you ever noticed how the presence of certain people can change the energy of a room? How you feel when you're near someone who, without doing anything, brings peace, clarity, and light into your life? That is the true essence of a chosen one, and all of us have the capacity to access that transformation. That's why I invite you to reflect. How can you, in your own life, begin to be a channel of transformation? What can you do to expand your consciousness and begin to positively impact the world around you? Leave your reflections in the comments, because together we can grow and support each other on this journey of evolution.